I'm Scott Portugal. I'm with PulsePoint. We are a content and media technology company, and I run our programmatic business. The first thing they should know is where they're running. Transparency in today's environment is feasible. It's capable. It's table stakes. It's what everybody needs. The second thing they need to know is, are they reaching the right users? And that doesn't just mean targeting their cookies, that means targeting beyond the cookie as well. There's a finite number of cookies that any one advertiser has, but there's a heck of a lot more potential users out there. And then certainly they need to know what is causing performance and why. Stopping at click-through rate is like stopping the race after your first step. Once you've achieved performance, you need to know why you've achieved it. If a campaign's not working, you need to understand why it's not working. And if you look at the impressions, and then you look at the users, and then you look at the performance, you'll get essentially a matrix. And then you need to be able to peel that matrix apart, figure out what's happening, and then take action against it. The biggest trend is the trend towards programmatic buying. That dominates everything we talk about, dominates everything the industry talks about. I think what that's doing is causing a subsequent set of trends, which are really around smart analytics, smart data visualization, so that people can understand pretty quickly what's actually happening. Certainly, Facebook's inventory becoming programmatically biddable has been sort of a sea change shift for a lot of advertisers. Social media now can be bought and sold in a way that traditionally you couldn't. Before you had to go deal with Facebook. Now you can deal with Facebook, but through your own media buying interface. And because of that, it's also pushing mobile to the forefront. I'm very interested in seeing what mobile looks like next. Today, mobile looks like display. There's a glut of inventory. It can be bought and sold online. It can be bought and sold programmatically. There's data against it. There are no cookies. And so I think, and then there's the intersection of social. So I think if you look at the intersection of mobile and social and data in real time, and then you sort of intersect that against user behavior type data, it will eventually start to tell the story of the next wave of what advertising is going to look like. The performance business continues to be solid. The data business, the ad network business continues to be fine. But for me, it's about device intersection, user sort of management, cross-platform, cross-devices, and how do you both manage media from the supply side and the demand side in that type of world. I think the first mistake is only focusing on premium branded content. There's a lot of video supply out there that is good for brands. It may not be from a tier 1 publisher, but that doesn't mean it's user generated content, kids falling off of skateboard videos. I think that's number one. Number two, there are video rich media companies out there that can be leveraged in a way that allow the experience to become much richer digitally, right? It truly becomes interactive video. And the third piece is brands need to embrace, and we've talked about a lot, brands need to embrace branded content. If they are smart about content, if they act like Red Bull, who views themselves as a content business, if they allow for that brand experience to be unique and have a voice, it doesn't have to be dangerous, but it does have to be creative, they can get much greater interaction rates, they will get greater social sharing rates, they will turn that ad into something that users truly care about.